Alright, I kind of missed it, but it's charging. Our first attempt just started, and apparently this thing takes a butt ton of power because it says energy level is at 0.2% of 10%, and if we look at the actual power, we are just sucking the power right now. Everything that can go into this thing is going into it. It's taking 900 megawatts right now. So this is going to take a bit, I'm guessing. But it's charging, and nothing else is hurting, so apparently it's only taking the excess power. So I'm probably going to go put in another fusion reactor, but today's video is just going to be basically showing you that and what I have been doing while it has been charging. So I put in a little bit more for making sulfuric acid. I have sped up the sulfur production here. Excuse me. I have also been working on upgrading our amount of oil refinement up here, trying to figure out exactly how much I can run, which it looks like I need to put in more heavies now. This used to end like way back over here, plus I put in some speed, which I think that's what I'm going to do for up here, is rather than put in any more, I'm going to throw in some beacons to speed this stuff up. And we're going to go ahead and just throw these speed modules in for now. I may end up going ahead and throwing the bigger ones in. I did get the productivity modules done for number 5 and started on the efficiency number 5. We still have number 6 yet to research, and we still have the antimatter reactor yet to research. Oh, and I also hit another achievement, which is produce 10k of the AI cores, which I do believe is the last and only of our AI core ones. So how are we doing here? That's still going good. That's looking a little bit better. Also upgraded the plastic belt because we definitely needed it. But the major overhaul is over here. I looked and found out we could do hydrogen with atmospheric condensers, so I put those in. There is 7 per line, and I currently have 8 lines of them. And because we put in those, we needed more nitrogen, so there are 2 more banks of nitrogen collectors minus the 3 where my rail signals are, because I was running out of ammonia, which you can see this one keeps clicking on and off because there still isn't enough nitrogen. So I'm going to have to put in some more of those. And that is due to the fact that I finally removed the line we had down here and turned it into nitric acid lines. which you can see is not staying going because it doesn't have enough ammonia, but it's running most of the time. And I did that because I added in 2 of these that are really sped up to make us more crystals because we didn't have enough crystals. I went ahead, and since this one was mostly sitting here doing nothing, I sent it over to help feed these, which it's doing a pretty good job of. Also put in the last set of those there, which I may end up sending some of this up because we now have this completely full, but I think it's fine there. I may also upgrade the speeds in those at some point. And I did all of that so I could get more of the condensers I need for the these right here. No, which ones is it? I think it's Singularity that needed them. Yeah, right here I needed the charge matter stabilizers. I still don't have enough of them, so that's my next thing to work on. I didn't get this changed over the way I wanted to, so I do believe we lost a whole lot of our cards, which while it's charging up, I think I'm going to work on that. The idea that I'm having is we have 3, 4 different things that need to go in there, if I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, and then this is that. So yeah, that's 4. So what I'm thinking is if I have these load in those 4 things, and I have is it this one I need? Let me see here. Condition is we can do this with something I have in my inventory. So we'll just use like 100 explosive railgun shells. So we'll go with that. And if that is less than, and I think this needed 1,000, which there's only 100 in there, so we'll make that 100. And then that's going to put out a signal, and we'll just give it a lightning bolt signal of 1. And that'll read the contents of... Oh no, that ain't gonna work. I'm trying to think of how I need to do this. I basically think I need it to... I might have to do a... Give me a second, let me think for just a moment. Because I haven't really thought about this too much. Let's go ahead and research this so we can get these 3 done. The achievement is to win without building one, not... Yeah. Win the game without building any, so I can still research it. Okay. So, actually, what I'm wanting is to read the contents of this. So I want to go from here to there and tell if that is at 100 of those, and then just give me that signal of 1. So then once it has that signal, equal to or greater than 1. Is there any way of telling? See, this is the charge level. Is the only thing that reads. I guess it would just be, if that equals 100, give it that. And then we would need this coming out of here to go to that, which would be that if it has this that is greater than or equal to 1, it'll turn it off. And right now it should be if it's greater than or equal to 100. Oh no. We want this if it is less than 1 to turn it on. But we also need something that's going to tell it if this one, I think I need a counter, right? Because we want this one that if contents of this equals 100, so if we do this with that and tell it that if it equals 100, to turn it on, so it'll move its contents into here. But we need to tell this to not turn on if there's anything in there. So can I do that? If I just do another one of these, and we say if this is because I can read the contents of this, because right now it's stopping any of them or it's sending signal to tell them to go. So if this is reading anything, so if this is greater than 0 inside of here, then I need to send a signal back to tell that not to go. So do I actually need this one? See, that's what I'm wondering. Do I need this? To where this would come out of here and go into there, and it would also come out of there and go into there. And then instead we would have this one going to here instead of that one, is what I'm wondering. So if I put this here and I tell this if that is equal then greater than or equal to 100, give it a thing of 1, which is reading that looks like it's reading the wrong box. Oh, no, it's not. It's reading the right box. Okay. Then that's going to send a thing of that. And this one we need to have, we'll say that equal 1. So then we need to say if that is equal to that, then give us one of those, and then we tell this that, which would be equal to. Alright, so now if I throw these in there, it's going to move them over, which we do need to override that and set it to 1 to make sure it only does one at a time. Okay. And now it moved 3 over to there, which it is reading that one. It says that one is equal to 100. Oh, we needed to turn it on, but we needed to turn on and keep going. So it'll empty this. And that's not going to happen. But this one is stopping that, so that part is good. We just need something to tell this to keep going. And I think if we do the spark here, so if we tell this that if spark equals, that ain't good, 1. Take those out. That's at 97. That's at 100. What's going on up here? They broke it, but and it looks like we're going to need a little bit more. Where is my... Yeah, let's go ahead and put one of these in up here. Actually put 2 of them in there. can't see if that line is... There we go. That'll work. Alright, and I'll have to run up there and tell it to send rockets to it. Okay, so that is greater than or equal to 100. Give us a thing of 1. That is greater than or equal to 100. So why is this? Yeah, that should be getting one right now. I would think that should work. Oh, I see the problem. Hold on. This needs to go there. Which means we need to pull this one. Wait a minute. Where's the... This one. We need to take that one off. It's not quite working. Oh. Because it has that. So that's doing the same exact thing. If it's below 100, it's going to stop. We need it to... I actually don't know how to do that. I think I need to set up one of those things. An RS latch. To where it'll open it and then close it once it gets 100. Alright, well, this thing's going to take forever to charge. I guess it only needs 10% to actually do whatever it's going to do. So I'm going to pause here, work on this, let that charge, and I'll be back with you when I figure this out, or when that does what it needs to do. Be back in a minute. Okay, well, the antimatter reactor research has finished. So now we have everything but the train research unlocked, which needs the portable antimatter reactor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. And then we'll do the ammunition next. And I'm not sure what of these other ones we need to get through. But I'm guessing we have to do... Well, I know we have to do these two, this one, and then we may have to do those 3, and that should be all the research. And by the way, this thing is up to 6.2%. I have attempted at setting up a latch, but I'm thinking, like I said earlier, a counter would almost... I think I need a counter, maybe, and an RS latch. I'm still not exactly 100% sure how I'm doing this. If I figure it out, I'll let you know when we come back. Alright, I just popped down my second fusion reactor here. It should be coming online, well, right now. And there we go. We now have a second fusion reactor online to give us even more power. So now we can kick out 5 gigawatts of power. And our portable antimatter reactor is now researched. So now we're going to go ahead and get the antimatter locomotive done, and then the ammunition. Now I'm going to head back up here and see how our charging is doing. I still haven't worked out how I'm doing this yet. I'm thinking I may have to call in one of the more intelligent, either XAR or Overmind, to help me work this out. Because I'm not sure if it's the fact that my brain is not quite working right, because I'm actually getting a bit tired, or if I just cannot wrap my head around what it is I'm trying to do here. I think I was on a good track, but I haven't worked my head out around how to do this counter properly yet. If anybody has a good suggestion, let me know. We've got 2% left to go on that, and it's charging. It says energy is 2.4 terajoules of 30 terajoules, and it can take a maximum of 60 gigawatts. That's a lot of power. Right now, it's eating 2 gigawatts of power, and it's going up 0.1 every little bit. I wouldn't say it's a more than 5 or 10 seconds. So it's not horrible. And that's a good amount of power we're making right now. 4.1 at the moment. Alright, so as we'll be back again, but I don't think I'll have this done today. We might have to look at that next time. But it's going to take a while to get all of this built back up in there anyway, so I'll be back. Alright, we are at 9.8, just clicked over to 9.9. So let's see what this thing does when it clicks over to 10%. I'm guessing it's going to start refilling. Okay. So that's successful activation 1 of 10. So now it's going to start filling everything back up again. And it's going to do that 9 more times. And it definitely ate everything in there, so I definitely need to figure out how to shut this thing down so it stops putting things in once it gets to the amount it needs. Because like right now we do not need any more space data, so all of that is unnecessary. Which, like I said, I'm going to talk to the guys and see if they can help me figure out exactly how to do this. I'm wondering if I wonder if I just set this to say 1. if I set this to 1, wouldn't that work? As soon as it gets 1, it's going to eat it. Now, because I'm using a stack inserter here, it's doing way too many. But if I override that and I set that to just 1 on each one of these, then at the most all I'm going to lose is 1. Because it's going to eat it and then input another one. That isn't going to solve the problem, but it'll help a lot. Instead of losing 1,000 and 2,500, and it looks like that's more each time. I swear that was only 1,000 last time. I think each time it's going to take more and more of them. So let's just set all of these to just 1. So 1, 1, and 1. It'll eat it, it'll put in another one, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so the train is done. We'll do the ammunition now, and we'll see how that works. I'm going to go back to doing more work on getting everything as optimized as I can get it to keep all of this fed. And I will be back with you next time. It's probably going to be only one video this week. We'll see if I can get enough progress through here to have another one, but since we've seen what it does, I don't really think there's a whole lot I'm going to be able to show you until this thing gets done charging 9 more times. So unless I decide to build one of the things we just got done doing, which I'm not sure we're going to right now. Although I may need that ammunition because holy crap, look at the amount of pollution I'm putting out. It's a bit on the ridiculous side. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.